Hey guys, this is National Master Kevin Yang back at it with another video. So this is the, I believe, third game against Fooplicious. Just want to let you know, of course, if you haven't seen my previous videos, I told you that I've been a bit behind on recording. I didn't get to record last week, so now I'm recording all the games within the 2-week time span that I've played. So this one's against Fooplicious again, our fellow chess friend. Let's get to it. Knight f3, f5, d4. So this is a classic Dutch. Remember last time when I played the move bishop g5, or after d4, f5, I played the move bishop g5. That was the game last time. But here I went with a more solid approach. g3, e6, bishop g2, just simply not doing much in the opening, preventing black from playing e5, and after knight e4, another move could have been knight e1, but I decided to just take, knight d2, d5. I went with f3, just trying to break this center. Takes, I went with e takes because I wanted to get this pawn to f4, transfer the rook to e1, get the bishop to h3, and just stare down at that weak pawn. And after c5, f4, knight c6, knight f3, a5. This is a very interesting idea. Playing a4 and just trying to do what black can without the activation of the bishop. Now obviously the other idea could be playing b6 and maybe bishop a6, I don't know, but hanging on, attacking this pawn from white's perspective will be very important. So after rook e1, a4, I just simply ignore it. I play king h1, because after a3, there'd be bishop c3. And now you might ask, why did I play king h1? Well, honestly, I kind of felt like one day takes, bishop c5 was going to get a little bit annoying. I don't know. I also thought about in this position c4, d takes c4, and the move d5. Did I like it? I guess I liked it. E takes, queen takes, king h8, and after something like b takes c4, I don't know, queen takes c4, and here this is all I calculated too. A takes b3, a takes b3, rook takes a1, bishop takes a1. Did I like the resulting endgame? Yeah, I did. But did I go for it? No, I didn't. Because I just didn't. I felt like king h1, just simply trying to attack this guy first and then get to this guy. That's what's important. So after king h8, I went dc5. Why? To open up this diagonal. Bishop takes c5, queen d3, a takes b3, and after I play the move queen c3. I want to be a little bit cheeky with this and this, but of course our chess member Fooplicious finds the move queen e7, just doing a double. After a takes b3, now our Fooplicious does mess up a little bit. Now, fun fact, at queen c3, I completely forgot about the move queen e7. At first I thought I was winning, but there's queen e7, and then I went, oh, and then I went bishop b4 maybe, and then I was like, oh, this will be all solved, because if bishop b4, there's queen takes g7, because the rook is hanging, and if rook takes a1, I'll take with the rook. So after bishop b4, I was very happy to discover that after queen takes, and after trade, I get this here. this position is very messy already because black can play bishop d7 and bishop c6, but then white is also having to deal with this knight very passively defending this pawn and slowly get the king out. So I play c4. I want to sort of challenge the center directly. And now after rook d8, I say, this pin looks kind of suspicious. So what do? I take, and at this point I really wanted to play bishop h3. But here I saw this move, rook e8, threatening the knight. And I said after knight d3, then black will have bishop d7, the very cheeky bishop d7. Bishop takes d7, rook takes rook, and after rook takes rook, bishop takes rook. So I didn't want to go into that endgame because I felt like it would have given our friend Fublicious a much higher chance of drawing the game. So I said, let's go knight d3 first. And after knight takes b3, bishop h3, taking advantage of the pin, bishop takes h3, rook takes, and at this point I had little time. And by little time, I mean like maybe a minute, 2 minutes, or whatever. But slowly I was able to convert. King f2, rook e7, and you can see that I was going astray here, right? Because I had little time. I was just making forcing moves and just trying to get something out of it. And then I realized I need to stop the pawn first. King e4, f5, and here I said, ooh, let's play f6. Run the pawn to f7. And that was a good game. I mean, that was tough. It was a positional struggle, really. I would say, although knight e4 is a somewhat attractive move to play, I would say play knight c6 because in the Dutch, the main objective for black is to play the move e5. And if you don't get an e5, this bishop is not going to look great, right? It's like, for example, let's say you're trying to fill out a resume for this bishop, right? What was its contribution in the game? So obviously you don't want to show your employer a very empty resume. So then you gotta let it do something. So of course you want to let it play e5 and f4. You want to get the bishop out this way. You want to get the knight out this way. But by playing knight e4 and playing d5, it sort of, justifies that this bishop is going to have a terrible game. He's going to sit and cramp in front of a wall. And after f3, it's, slowly looking up. But we can see that the problem with this weak pawn is still there. And even despite this a5, a4, a3, I'm ignoring it because there's not much impact. And after this was the main move that gave me the edge. So after queen takes, I got an extra pawn, and with that extra pawn I used it to attack the center, take advantage of this pin. And after this all happened, I took advantage of the position, did what I could, and eventually, in much time pressure, I converted with the flashy move f6 because the bishop cannot go back. The bishop is tied to the pawn. And so that is that. I really hope you enjoyed this video. But also, remember, have fun. Just do your tactics. Keep working on things and just keep pushing because one day or another, your efforts will be awarded. So I'll see you next time, and I hope to see you on the battlefield again.